Okay, so this is going to be covering the rotation and anchor point tool. And one thing to keep in mind about After Effects is there's this crosshair that you see. That is called the anchor point. And for those of you that aren't familiar with anchor points, I hope this will shed some light on, what they do and how you can just kind of rotate and use your sources and whatever files that you have a little bit more easy in After Effects. So if we go up here, we've got anchor point, and then we've got the rotation tool. So rotation is not R, it's actually W for the shortcut, and then the anchor point is Y. So if we hit W, we'll go to the rotation tool. You want to make sure you have this selected down here in your timeline, and you can move this layer. Actually, let me click on it, and you can move this and rotate it around. Now we'll move it this way. So we can rotate that. Let me undo and we'll get it centered. Now, if you notice, when you rotate this, it's moving around that anchor point that we have set up. If we want it to rotate in the center, we need to hit Y or go up and select our anchor point, move that to the middle, and then once we go back to our rotation, it will rotate around the center. So that anchor point is where the element that you're using is anchored and where it's going to rotate. So if I were to move this to this corner down here, when I go to my rotation, it's going to actually rotate around that point. So the reason why there's a W for the rotation tool is because when you're down in the timeline, and we'll be talking about this later, you can actually change this layer down here by using the letter R to change the rotation as well. This is actually for the rotation tool, which allows you to select it and move it around.